Okay. Atomic, Stamic. Alright. Testing? Okay, good. Ready with the timer, so 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, so this is Montezuma's Return. It's a pretty cool first-person platformer from like 1997-ish. It's pretty much the best 3D platformer in the world as a speed game. It's got kind of like Quake 1 styled movement tech with like bunny jumping and shit. Except this game has a lot stronger wall strafing, which is the main method of gaining speed. So you just like strafe against wall and you go fast. And then you bunny jump in the same way as in Quake 1 to keep your speed and do cool shit. So the combat is maybe the weakest part of this game, but at least you can punch as fast as you can mash, which is always fun. The bad part is that you have like a stamina meter. And this guy's the giant rat. Sometimes he pushes you down from the elevator. And here's a bit of a tricky skip. Okay. Alright, you can land one hit on the boss before he starts taking damage, and it like offers the damage onto him. Alright. So he has like a pain animation that he can randomly do. And he stops taking damage if he plays that. Okay, so here's the only out of bounds in the level. You just strafe left at the start. They forgot to like put a wall there, so you fall to the last room of this level. Which is nice, because this level really sucks. So these cats you have to punch with a specific timing. And that's the cat caves. Hello? Okay. And here's the lava lord. This level is pretty cool. It's got a lot of skips. That's a skip. Saves like 2 minutes. And here's... Oh, okay, I fucked it up. If you fall down, you have to kind of restart if you're doing a speedrun. So yeah, if you have enough speed, you can just make it up here. Alright, and same with that. If you have enough speed, you can just jump over instead of jumping down. Weird rope physics. And here you can like do sort of a double jump. and get up here. Alright, and this level has kind of a shitty boss. He only takes damage from these boulders that he throws. Oh, sometimes he holds onto it and throws it sideways. And you don't really have time to go up to it and punch it. Sometimes he just chills out and does nothing. That's like a mediocre fight though. Okay, the dragonfly level is kind of shit. It's got a lot of swimming. And you have to mash in a very specific rhythm to go fast. Like your controls are also inverted in water for some reason, I don't know. But it becomes kind of awkward. Also, getting out of the water is sometimes a bit finicky. You have to come to a full stop. The other reason why the dragonfly level is a bit bad for speedrunning is that it has very few skips and the most fighting of any of the levels. Oops. And the one skip it does have saves like 30 seconds, but it's coming up here. You only get one shot at it, so it's really hard to practice. And we got it, okay. That saves like 30 seconds. And is deceptively hard, because you have to go really slow to do it. So it's hard to resist the temptation of going fast in this game, because it's so easy. Yeah, it's also really hard to practice that skip, because you have to redo the entire start of this level, which is kind of boring. Because this game doesn't really have any saves, no quick saves. It has a couple of checkpoints though, if you happen to die. Right, so here you can like skip every second platform. Oops. And then from this one you get all the way to the end. Alright, tiny dudes who like to hit and run. And they're kind of annoying to fight. If you fail the 30-second skip, you have to kill 2 of these. You don't take any fall damage from that fall because the ground is sand. Oh, okay. Sometimes these platform elevators kind of glitch out. Oh, gotta watch out for the sumo. He can bump you down to the bottom of that room if you're not careful. And we're coming to the best boss of Monty. Alright. It's the nesting doll sumo. You have to attack them from behind, because they will bump you very far away with their bellies, like this. And because all of the walls are like ramps, you fly up really high and waste a lot of time. Alright, and then you just kick these guys in the face. The first two forms don't really do any damage, except if you take fall damage from falling from too high. But these tiny dudes just jump at you, and they can hurt you. Alright, that's the dragonfly level. Alright, so Monkey Madness is heavily based around moving platform cycles. So you jump there, you can just barely make it to this cycle. And depending on how fast you enter the next room, a big skip might be possible to do. Because this spinning crystal here... okay, the cycle was a bit off there, so I couldn't go for the skip. But basically you can jump on top of it and have it launch you all the way up to this platform. And that saves a lot of time because these cycles are very different. Like, you wouldn't have to wait here at all. Also, this game is played with keyboard only because the mouse controls are like worse than Dark Souls 1 mouse controls. Yeah, not a lot to say about this level, because it's just mostly waiting around for elevators. So yeah, those gorillas become kind of invulnerable for a moment after you punch them, So it's ideal to have both of them next to each other, so you can take turns in punching them. Right, grabbing the last shard to open this door, and then we can wall strafe here and jump at the right time to skip this entire room. And then get some speed here to skip this puzzle as well. Basically all of the skips, except for that one out of bounds thing, they're based around using the movement tech to go faster than the map makers intended. Alright, time for Harambe. He sometimes doesn't take damage when you punch him. I don't really get this boss. Sometimes he dies really fast, sometimes he doesn't take damage. This time it was kind of nice. Right, this is one of the best levels for speedrunning with the worst bosses. Or the worst boss. There's like a skip in every room or something. Except this one. Minor skip is you just wall strafe there, that. And in this room there's a way of doing this room really fast by just going YOLO, hugging the wall and hoping for the best. But that's not really marathon safe struts. And here's my favorite skip in the game. You're supposed to hit all 3 of these. You only need to hit 1, then you get squeezed between the cannon and it launches you all the way up here. Alright. This guy has to punch you with an uppercut or a kick, which he did, so we don't have to kill him. If you jump at the same time, he will like damage boost you up to the key. There's a third attack he can do, which punches you sideways. So you just gotta hope that he doesn't do that one. And here you can go like a little bit faster. But if you fail that last jump, then you lose like half a minute, and you only save like 1.5 seconds or so. Good rope physics, by the way. Alright, time for a hard puzzle. You press the buttons. You just press all the buttons, whatever. And then you fly. And get to the boss of this level, which is an asshole. He does what he wants. He has to walk to the middle, so you can press the button so the hammer hits him. He doesn't want to do that. Okay, no. Okay, he took over half of his health. That's a pretty good hit. But sometimes he doesn't take any damage, like now. So this boss can just... Oh, he juked me. He can decide to never walk into a spot where you can hurt him. Oh, That didn't look like it would do any damage, but he died. So the majority of the RNG in this game comes from that. Hello, game? Alright. Blame Windows 10 for game freezing. Alright, this guy's a very strong fighter. He can also just decide to not take damage. This time he was pretty weak though. Alright, so this level is like the only one with a death warp. Because this is the only one that has a bit of backtracking to it. So like the only checkpoint is kind of in the middle. Also, if you manage to jump up to this skybox, you despawn the level and you are soft locked. I'm just gonna grab these things. Those hammers don't actually hurt you. Not sure what's up with that. You can also wall strafe backwards. And then we death warp. Back to this room. Saves a bunch of time. You can do a second death warp to skip walking that small distance, but it's saves a lot less time in real time. So not really worth going for in a marathon. Because if you death warp twice, then you only have like 1 life left. And this level is filled with spikes that kill you in 1 hit. And it's possible to die to the boss. Very unlikely, but it's still a risk. This is the hamster wheel elevator. You just have to walk forward and jump. Fuck! That is not hard though. It's like the lamest thing to fail on. Because it wastes so much time. See, that wasn't too bad. Alright. This room has annoying platforms, but you can just strafe against this wall and jump up here. Skeleton ahead. Alright, they're playing pretty well right now. Ideally, you would want to have them grouped up so you can punch many of them at once. And that's like the biggest time saver in this level. If you manage to do that, but it's pretty hard. this is Rat Race. It is the fastest level in the speedrun. Alright, this is the final room of Rat Race. Okay, I beefed it. Let's see if I get the janky backup strat. Okay, that works. So you're not supposed to make that jump, but you can. This rat's an asshole though. So you punch him. Sometimes he just spins non-stop and you can't like get close. Oh yeah, half of this level is waiting for the exit to open. Oh fuck. I'm memeing around here. Okay. So that's Rat Race. Now it's the final level, Halls of Montezuma. This level has a pretty nice skip here. It skips like maybe half of it, maybe a third, I don't know. A big skip anyway. That thing lowers when you go near it, but if you're moving fast enough, it doesn't actually stop you from getting to this area. So like with most of the skips in this game, you just go fast and the level breaks in a good way. Here's Shrek number 1. You have to kill him to leave the room. It is possible for him to punch you all the way up to this cube thing, which you also have to get. But unfortunately you can't actually leave the room without killing him. Alright, and then we have some regular platforming with slow ass platforms. And then there is Shrek number 2. Oops. He can punch you up here and you can grab that cube. He forgets to lock the door, so that's fine. Oh, fuck. Alright, if you're fast enough, you can wall strafe off of that and skip one platform cycle here. I got stuck on the platform, though. And we go through the confusing looking hallway, place the cubes in here, and get to the final boss. He likes to throw a bunch of glowing balls at you. It is possible to stun lock him if you are good enough, but I'm not. And that's the final boss. You grab the ball and run, and ready on time. Time. That's Montezuma's return. Oh, cool. Sub 30. I guess that's an okay run. Oh well, thanks for watching.
You want to go behind the camera? You want to go behind the camera?